guys, welcome back to my channel and to a new video. Today I am here starting a 24-hour reading vlog. I think this one is going to be pretty chill, but who truly knows, because usually I go a bit overboard anyway. I have nothing to do for the next 24 hours, so I thought, time to read perhaps? I'm not sure how the 24 hours is going to work, whether it's going to be consecutive from now till tomorrow, or whether I'm going to do tonight and then tomorrow afternoon, simply because Liam works from the afternoon, so I pick him up late. Like, he works 1 till 10:30, so when I pick him up, I don't want to be then spending all morning trying to read when it's the only time I get with him. So I don't know whether I'll be continuing tomorrow afternoon after today or not, I'm not sure, but by the by, we'll get to that when it comes to it. I'm also not sure what I'm going to be reading today. I do not have a set TBR, which I think is super fun because it means I can just come pick off my shelves, or recently I'm on a bit of a Kindle binge, so probably my Kindle reads. So yeah, I hope this motivates you to get some reading done, and I shall see you when I have picked my first book. I've picked my first book, The Marionettes by Wismer. I have read this before, however, I want to read the sequel. And it's been a long time and I can't remember the first one. It hasn't been that long, but I can't remember it. So I'm going to read this now and I'm going to annotate because I didn't have the physical copy the first time. I'm not going to annotate, I'm just going to tab. But this means then I can go on to the sequel at some point, probably not today, but at some point, and read that. So let's do this. It's a super short one, so it should be pretty easy. All right, so I have read the entirety of The Marionettes. I started at 1:30 and I finished at 3. And it's just under 300 pages. That was really, really good timing. Again, it was because it's a reread. It went really, really fast, and it's just an easy writing style. And because of the end, I think I'm going to go straight into the second book before I forget everything again. I can't believe how little I remembered about this book. I was reading it like, I don't know what's going to happen here. I didn't remember a thing. So I'm really glad I reread it before going on to the second one, and I think I'm going to dive into that now, because if it's even half as quick as this one, it should be a really easy read. I believe it's longer though, so that'll be interesting. So yeah, I don't have the next one physically. I have it on ebook, so I'm going to go read that now, and I'll keep you updated. I spent 10 minutes making a cup of coffee and a squash, but I am ready to sit down with book number 2. It is 5 PM and I just finished Wicked Souls. I'm so glad to be caught up with this series and in time for the release of the next one, hopefully soon. I know it's coming out this year. That was really interesting. I feel like the series took a much darker turn than I was expecting. Maybe I should have been expecting it after watching Katie's vlogs, but did not expect it. Liked it a lot. It was a bit steamy as well. Didn't see that coming. I really, really enjoyed it. And I feel like I got that paranormal urge filled. I'm not entirely sure now what I want to read. I know I want to take like a 10-minute break to like rejuvenate, probably a bit longer because I want to get a snack and a drink. Just have 5 minutes because my eyes are burning. So maybe I'm going to probably reconvene 5:30, 20 to 6 maybe. Usually my breaks end up going for longer, so we'll see. But I'll get back to you when I've decided what I'm reading. I am now going to sit down and do some journaling while I listen to the audiobook for A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire. Obviously, listening to an audiobook, this is going to slow me down big time because I can't read as fast as I can listen. No, because I can't listen as fast as I can read. Yeah, Audible only goes up to 3.5 and I can actually listen faster than that, but it doesn't let me. So I'm going to pop this audiobook on because I have it. This is a very chunky book, I'm telling you. This is almost 500 pages, but look how small the words are, you know? There's a lot of words on each page. So I'm going to sit and listen to this. I probably won't finish it today, but I'm really glad to finally be making some progress on this series because From Blood and Ash was fine. I thought I might have to reread it, but to be honest, I remember a lot of it, and I remember being bored for a lot of it as well. So I think just getting into this now is a much better idea. I'm excited for this one. However, I've heard nothing but bad things about The Crown of Gilded Bones, so I'm going to enjoy this one because I'm probably not going to enjoy the next one. So yeah, while I listen to this audiobook, I'm going to do some journaling just to give myself a break because my eyes are burning. So I've spent some time doing some journaling. There is a lot of pages having been done for my February spread. While I was listening to A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire, I have made it to page 178, which is chapter 17. I listened to the audiobook on 3 times speed, and it's a 24-hour audiobook, more than. And I've listened to 2 hours worth. I should have checked the time. I'm pretty sure I've listened to 2 or 3 hours. So that's not bad, but obviously if I was reading it, I'd have read this in less than an hour, but sometimes you just need to not be physically reading, and the fact that I already owned these audiobooks on Audible made me just want to use it up anyway. So feeling good about it, and I gotta do some things now before I go fetch Liam from work. Yeah, I think it's like 8:30 and he finishes at 9:30. Maybe it's later, I'm not sure. I go do some things before I pick him up. I'm gonna clean the kitchen, do the dishes, take off my makeup, you know, do the everyday things while continuing to listen to the audiobook. It would be a dream to make it halfway tonight, but I don't know, that's like a lot more pages. So we will just see where the day takes us. Listening to audiobooks does give me a bit of a headache, so I don't want to read too much. But I thought I'd give you an update on where I was, and yeah, it's going really well so far. This guy came home last night and I did not continue reading.
You want to tell them the truth of what the situation was? You didn't read, but do you want to tell them
You came home and I didn't read anymore. How is that not the truth?
Who proposed the idea of an all-nighter?
To read?
Yes.
And then I fell asleep. We had pizza for dinner and then watched like a couple of episodes of New Girl because I had my eyes.
You filmed footage of your pizza for the vlog that you didn't end up doing.
And then I went to sleep. Please excuse all the sounds of my dryer and my washing machine. I'm sorry, my laundry is going. It is now 1 p.m. I have not read this morning. Not ideal, but I am going to now get on with my audiobook. It's past 1 p.m, I'm at 1:30. I'm going to start banging out my audiobook because I'm so close to being finished. According to Audible, if I'm on 3 times speed, which I am, I'm going to finish it in 4 hours. So I'm going to try and like use that as I get some chores done. I don't know if I'm going to do it all in one go or if I'm going to do it, you know, over the rest of the day. But I do want to finish that today because that would be such a big book to have finished. I'd be so happy. So I'm going to get on with that now. Just wanted to update you to let you know I'm back to reading. Wasted my morning, but it's okay. I know technically it's been 24 hours because 1 p.m. I started at 1 p.m, but because I didn't read after 9:30 last night, Liam got home and I just kind of stopped. So I'm going to just use Liam gets home at 10:30 today, so I'm going to do 1 till 10 today and finish it at 10 p.m. tonight. So hopefully we get a lot of reading done by then. I'll keep you updated. Oh my god, the end of that book. I cannot believe what I just read. What the hell just happened? That was a cliffhanger of ultimate proportions. What am I gonna do? I cannot start the next book. I can't, I'm sorry. I can't do it. But I need to. That was so good. I think I'm gonna give it a 4.5. The reason I don't think it gets a 5 is because at times it was very repetitive and I feel like we had the same conversations repeatedly. But I really, really enjoyed that. That was much better than the first book, and I liked the first book. I'm literally in shock. I have no idea what the heck I can do right now. Oh my god. I don't even know what to say. I love how I just never updated you on what I was going to be reading. So after that cliffhanger, I of course had no other choice but to pick up Crown of Gilded Bones, the next book in the From Blood and Ash series. I had no choice, okay? That ending, insane. So I'm just sat here now reading that, like, living my best life. I'm glad I saw that, the ending cliffhanger. I'm glad I saw it continue from that point. But now, like, when a book starts with action, you kind of get bored then when the action's, dull down a bit. So now I'm just sitting here like, come on. But it says I have 6 hours left on 3 times speed. So that's great. Obviously, it's 8:30 now. So yeah, I've pretty much spent all day just listening to audio. But it's 8:30, so I've got 2 hours left before I go fetch Liam. So then I'll have only 3 hours left of the audiobook, which is amazing, actually. So yeah, readathon's going well. I mean, obviously, the fact that I read 3 books and then, 3 books and one of them was like a really chunky book. That's really impressive. So I'm quite pleased. Huge apologies for not finishing the video. I had no idea. I'm literally just sat here editing it now. Which, side note, look how stunning my desktop is. Yes. I'm just sat here editing it and got to the end of like, where's my outro? I don't have one. I'm so sorry. That's also really creepy. That I do not enjoy. I'm just gonna put you a little bit more this way. Can you imagine if someone popped up behind me? Not funny. I've scared myself now, for goodness sake. Anyway, I was just here to say thank you so much for watching. I'm so sorry I never updated you. Obviously, I didn't finish Crown of Gilded Bones that day. That would have been insane. But I have since finished it, and I gave it a 4 stars, I think. Yeah, it wasn't as good as Kingdom of Flesh and Fire, but I don't know what everyone's talking about saying it's bad. It can be repetitive, but that is just Jennifer Armentrout's writing style, I think. Like, she can drag and really draw out a story for the sake of more books, which I did think that was the last book. I knew there was like a prequel or something coming out. Turns out I was wrong. Another book is coming out and there's a prequel in another series. I'm very upset about it because I thought I just finished and closed off a series, but no, another book is releasing next month. And this ended on a cliffhanger, so I read a book to avoid a cliffhanger and ended up with another one that I can't fix. So that was delightful. But yeah, I wanted to thank you so much for watching this video. I know it wasn't like my best 24-hour readathon because I didn't read a lot. I just actually quite happy with it, to be honest, because I read a lot of chunky books and books that I've had on my TBR for a long time, so I'm really proud of that. But if you're fancying a more fast, rapid-paced 24-hour readathon, I will leave the playlist down there. Usually I read a lot more than this. But yeah, as I said, chunky books this time, which I appreciate for my TBR's sake. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm sorry it was all a bit up in the air, but I shall see you in the next one, and next time I do 24-hour readathon, it will be more cohesive. I'll see you in the next one.